afternoon, evening, everybody. My name is Jamie Jew. Welcome back to a brand new video where once again I react and another person will react to another entry in this year's Eurovision Song Contest. And just in case you aren't aware by now, because she already reacted to the Croatian entry, albeit in a separate video before it became the Croatian entry, I'm back with my lovely mother.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, she's still a little bit, voice is still a little bit croaky,
Yeah,
isn't it?
still getting over COVID, but hopefully it's better than last week.
Fingers crossed. And hopefully you can hear her. Just test again. One more time. Keep speaking.
Can you hear me?
And one more time.
Can you hear me speaking this week?
So I think it should be good. Yay!
Yay.
And this time around, we are turning our attention to a particular country, which it has to be said, for a great westernized country, it is very prominent with the Flat Earth Society. And let's just hope this artist's two lips don't seem too flat. It is, of course, the ever lovely popular Netherlands. And this time, representing the Dutchy boys, it is the turn of a man with the form of Joost Klen, a bit of a extravagant figure, has to be said, with the song Europapa. God help us. So yes, we'll be reacting to the new music video that came out for the Dutch, and what are you expecting from this one, because considering the look of him?
I've only had a very, very quick look at him. I'm very excited to hear what it sounds like, actually. So
You haven't seen the video?
No.
We've heard the song, right?
I heard part of the song, but I haven't even heard the whole song yet.
Oh, okay, did the whole song. Oh, right, yeah, because I only played half of it to you earlier.
It was only half of it
interruption.
because we were doing it.
Okay, well, it's fine. You'll be able to hear the whole one now properly. He's a bit of an extravagant character, so this will be interesting. But of course, before we do react to it, as always, we would encourage you to subscribe to this channel, because I've been reacting to all of the different songs, and tell them why I should subscribe.
Because he's brilliant. End of.
Okay, all right, if you say so.
Mind you, I am biased. I am his mother.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. I mean, that was kind of evidence before. Anyway, without any further ado, let's now dive into and react to the Netherlands. And without any further ado, play.
Euro, let's come together.
Hey, let's go. Come together.
It's now or
Grabby towels. That's an extravagant house, isn't it? At least you got subtitles. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's always mad. At least he sings in his native language this time around. There you get so.
I think he's singing a native language.
Oh yeah. It'll be the video now is practically the same as it will be on the Eurovision stage, you would have thought. Speaking of staging, this would be certainly intriguing with the staging, that's for sure. Whatever that may be. Let your imagination run wild. Kind of.
Nice, he's got the to shoulder blades.
Yeah, he's got the what?
Shoulder blades.
I'll bleep that name out. It's quite mental, isn't it?
He's trying to make sure he gets all the country's foods in so he gets the votes.
Yeah, a bit like a Dustin and Turkey in the vibe. I think it's a bit of a Dustin and Turkey vibe myself. It's funny he mentions fish and chips because, mind you, funny enough, there's a Portuguese introduction over to here for fish and chips.
Is there really?
Invented by Portuguese people, apparently. Windmill, of course.
Yeah.
How are they going to implement that?
The schoolgirls there from Daz.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit harder for you, isn't it?
The beat's not too bad, actually.
Yeah. It's better with headphones, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just goes. You haven't seen this bit.
I haven't seen it. Oh my god, is this the bit you told me about his
Yeah.
parents dying?
Yeah.
I find that a bit sick, actually.
Really, you don't like that bit, do you?
Don't like it. I'm sad, especially for the young kids.
Especially when that happens.
Yeah. It's almost like people that have gone through that are going to be living.
But it's also a bit of a
because
tribute.
It's weird because it's gone from the really happy, and finishing it off on a really sad note, whilst you're still smiling. It's just a bit weird. I find that a bit odd, but there you go.
Yeah, I suppose it's understandable. But he also likes to say it's a tribute towards.
Yeah, it's a tribute, but you don't have to actually. It's like if someone dies in a road accident, you don't see someone go flying up in the air and bang on the floor and say that's a tribute to the person who died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my point of view, anyway.
Fair enough. But otherwise, apart from the rest of the package of the thing, what do you make of it?
I didn't actually mind it. I mean, so it's Mad Hat.
Yeah.
It's as daft as they come. But I think that's what he's trying to achieve. As I said, I just think that the ending could have not been there, and I think it would have been.
Well, put it this way, the Netherlands is certainly a massive different kettle of fish, way different compared to what they've recently done. But let's just go into a bit further and see what I think. Of course, the main thing to know is the actual song itself. Let's speak about that for a minute, because even though the majority of like the first part of the song is all like jolly and everything, without listening to the lyrics, you got the boo 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 doo boo boo doo. And you go do ba 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 yo ba ba ba, that little catchy riff kind of thing. It's kind of stuck in your head a little bit, it has to be said. And the fact he's wearing those shoulder pads, which were a very, what my mum said, I bleeped that out thankfully. And of course he's an extravagant character, so a lot of it is very like, well, you know, certainly visually appealing as far as the music video is concerned. Don't know what it's going to be like with staging, but we can just imagine that all night, you know what I mean? We could just imagine that for days and days upon end until we actually see the thing. So I'm just going to let them and your imagination decide on it. But I do mainly want to speak about the actual theme surrounding this. Now, this is effectively a love letter and a tribute, as I already mentioned, towards his father. If you ask me, I do think he needs to touch upon the memory of his father in a completely different way rather than a burning building. If he did, the fact he did it as a burning building sounds a little bit like touching upon it too much, but you know, people do think about those things in different ways, it has to be said. It's basically a sort of him saying like, when he's always at his home, and always when he was younger in his home, and he's been in the Netherlands all this time, he's always felt comfortable, he's felt safe, he's felt like himself, he wants to be fine and he's going to be fine and everything. But whenever he's been told to go outside of the Netherlands and into other European countries, especially by his father, he's always felt more alone, more recluse, more, not honest with himself, more like he has to put on a front all the time. So the theme of the song is certainly understandable, but if you ask me, I can think of better ways of exploring that and expressing that. Don't get me wrong, the song itself is quite super, you know, it's quite catchy in my head. Europapa, Europapa. But when he goes into that little ending part, look, I think he can tell it without necessarily involving any fire, if you ask me. If he does it in a, like, showing his dad, in terms of, like, maybe showing him as a ghost, that would be better. But that's just my honest opinion about it. Like, I don't know how to tell it any other way. I can understand his reasoning behind it, and, of course, his storytelling, which is certainly a very good story. And, obviously, I'm very sorry to hear what he's gone through. As for the song itself, I don't know. I'm just not that keen on it myself. I don't think it's a bad song. It's not the worst song we've ever had at all. It's not by far and away not the worst song. It's not even a bad song at all. It's not bad. I just don't think this is the one for the Netherlands to get back into the final. Like, they struggled last year with the controversy of how their entry last year was selected, and not a lot of people were happy with it. A lot of people are happy in the Netherlands with this particular entry. I'm just not sure Europe are going to be feeling the same. At the moment, it's a bordering qualifier for me. I'm not going to say whether, well, even if it did qualify, I don't expect miracles. Right now, I'm just not so sure. So Netherlands, not bad, not bad. Well done for the effort. It's certainly mad, it's certainly intriguing, and the story is certainly very eye-catching and ear-catching, that is for sure. I'm just not so 100% certain on it myself. And that about us for this particular video on me and my mum's reaction to the Netherlands. But never mind what we think, please do let us know what you think in the comments below. Excuse me. Do you think the Netherlands is going to be Neanderthaling once again to another winner for the first time since 2019? Doesn't feel like that long ago, actually. Or do you perhaps think it's going to be as flat as its country itself? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, you know the drill by now. Subscribe for more of my Eurovision juicy goodness. Smash the like button on this video for good measure. And of course, ring the bell again to about my latest videos. Catch you again in the next one. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.